Kindness and consideration will influence her better than force. Pay attention to what she wishes, aims at, and regards highly. Thus, she will remain with you. Open your arms to her, call her, and show her your love. Now, the second selection is advice for the wife, Claudette. May the heart of a wife be the heart of her husband, so that they may be free of contention. If a woman is at peace with her man, they will never fare badly. If a woman whispers about her man, they will never fare well. A good woman of noble character is food that comes in times of hunger. A woman who remains a woman at night is praised during the day. Now the couple will share the kola nut. The kola nut is essential in many African ways. The kola nut symbolizes the couple's willingness to always help each and heal each other. Now the best man will break open the kola nut, and the couple will taste. Whatever good he is looking for, he will see it. At this time, we will have Reverend Curry deliver his pastoral address, lead the exchange of vows and rings, and declare the marriage valid.
Before my address, I just want to say to the both of you, thank you. I don't believe pastors should marry folks that they don't believe should be married. And based on our time together, I am just really excited. Rance, I thank you for coming to Chicago and spending some time with me and my church. It really meant a lot. I thank you for your patience. Just as we've been playing some email phone tag and things like that. I'm really just honored to be here. Dr. Tolson, just the world may never know what you did to the lives of the kids at Lewis University. And just on behalf of myself and my wife, I just want to say thank you. Not only for this moment, but who you were in the 90s while we were at Lewis University fighting for an Afrocentric curriculum. I never forgot how you fought with us. So thank you. Rance and Claudette, our God of love has established marriage as a symbol of Christ's perfect relationship to his people. We have come to bring the both of you together as one before God. Rance, God has ordained the man as the spiritual head and as a responsible provider in this human relationship. So some guys like to beat their chest and say, I'm the head. Well, in the spirit of football season, when the team isn't performing well, the coach gets fired first. What I'm suggesting to you, leading from the head doesn't necessarily mean to lord over. Just because God has a position in the relationship, don't mean God has a preference. Claudette, most people misunderstand Paul's message of submission. Submission does not mean to be lorded over. It means to simply yield, to allow someone to do what is righteous. May God allow both of you to have those moments where you will yield to allow the other to do what is righteous. Do not expect perfection from each other. Perfection belongs solely to God. Here's what I'm saying. You need not minimize each other's weaknesses, but simply be swift to praise and magnify each other's strengths. Lastly, see each other through kind eyes. As we prepare to continue the ceremony, I got to ask, y'all still want to get married?
No. Yes.
This is simply or sometimes referred to as the question before the vows. If you agree with what I've said,
Yes.
yes. Rance, have you in the quiet hours of your companionship, when it was just you all by yourself, and Claudette was nowhere around, have you considered your duties as a husband? If so, say I have.
I have.
Claudette, have you in the quietness of your companionship, when it was just you by yourself, have you consider your duties as a wife? If so, say I have.
I have.
All right, we are now ready for the vows. If you could face each other, grab each other by the right hand, and look each other in the eye.
I ran to give myself to you, to be your husband. I promise to love you and sustain you, comfort you, and confide in you, and to stand by you, and enjoy in sorrow, in sickness, and in health, in plenty, and in want. All the days of my life.
I, Claudette, give myself to you to be your wife, and I promise to love you and sustain you, comfort you, and confide in you, to stand by you, enjoy, and in sorrow, in sickness, and in health, in plenty, and in want, all the days of my life.
One of the symbols of a marriage is rings. And they've decided to exchange rings, and as we prepare to gather the ring, we should remember that rings are what we call moral compasses. And what that means is, if we take the ring off, it don't mean we're not married. It is a reminder of what we did before God and family. So if I could first take
Claudette, I give you this ring as a sign of our love and a sign of our faithfulness.
Rance, I give you this ring as a sign of our love and our faithfulness.
one more thing and we're going to get to the kiss, all right? Rance, this woman who stands before you is your wife. She is giving you one of the most sacred things under heaven, her life and her love. saw that this man